This is for all my Aquariuses for the month of April 2025, as well as for the first week of May 2025. Now, these two cards represent the energy that may exist within your heart, mind, body, and spirit for, again, this month of April and the beginning of May. Should you connect to this energy or these two cards, then this reading will be for you. You have the Three of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Swords. So for your energy in April, I see that you're operating with a high frequency of positive energy, meaning you're motivated, you have a clear vision of what you want to achieve or to do. So you do want to perform some sort of action, or you have strong desires. And with this energy, I see that you're up against external energies, meaning other people or other certain environments or situations that are beyond your control. And this energy that is beyond your control is somewhat giving you some difficulties or hardships in April, if it's not already doing that now. So it looks like this external energy is not in agreement with you and what you want to do or how you feel or what your goals may be or your vision. So even if you're there saying, hey, look, I have an idea of what I want to do, or this is how I feel, or this is the truth of the matter, or this is my reality. It looks like other people in your life may not be agreeing with what you believe to be true. So you may not be feeling supported in April and May. And I do see there's just this need for so it looks like your energy is moving forward, right? In the direction you want to go, but you're stopped by the external energy. So other people or your environment or a certain situation. And there's just this need for you to overcome this feeling of being stuck. So almost like you feel imprisoned, and you want to have that freedom of expression. You want your independence. You want to be able to just voice what your opinions or whatever your want and needs are, or what you feel like what direction your life should take. You want to be able to voice that for some of y'all. But we'll look in your heart to see how you're feeling. If you connect to the description of this energy, then this reading is for you. So we're going to check in with your alignment, as we always do. We're going to look at your heart, your mind, and your body. And starting with your heart, you have the Two of Wands in reverse, Judgment in reverse, and the Four of Wands also in reverse. So looking at your heart, it does look like you're operating in your heart with lowered energy. So in your heart, you could not feel motivated. So when I look at your energy and I say, oh, you have positive energy, there's motivation, there's desire, that doesn't mean it's going to completely align with how you're feeling right now. Because what I look at, whatever is the top feeling of the present moment. So you could generally be a motivated person, but just right now in April and May, it does look like there is a lack of motivation, there is a lack of desire, lowered energy, okay? And I do see you're putting off making a decision. So there's a level of avoidance going on in your heart for making a decision or for facing a problem or an issue, or addressing some type of concern that you may have. And it does look like you're not happy currently within certain relationships or where you're at right now. Maybe some just overall dissatisfaction for how things are going for you. And again, that could play into the external energies that are in opposition of you. They're not agreeing with you. They may be giving you a hard time. So that plays into your heart energy as well. What else do I see? Yeah, just an inability to face the music. For some of y'all is what I'm getting. An inability to face the music, or an inability to accept the reality of the matter, which is there may be a certain relationship that is heading towards the the end of the relationship. So it looks like there may be a certain separation going on, or y'all are growing apart, and there may be an inability on your part to face that. Maybe there is some optimism within you to try to make things work, or to try to hold on to whatever bits and pieces you have of your relationship. Maybe you're trying to hold on to it. I see in your heart, which is why maybe you don't want to make that decision of letting go. I see that for some of y'all. Yeah. Just not. Let's move on to your mind. Let's look at what's going on up top. All right, so we can get a better picture. Let's see what's going on. You have the High Priestess, the 10 of Cups, and the 3 of Cups. So notice in your mind, you have the 3 of Cups here, and you have the 3 of Cups in your energy. So, and that's not always the case. Sometimes the energy that remains constant is not always going to show up in your heart, in your mind, and in your body. But it does look like in your mind. Here we have your positive energy showing through within your thought process. So despite how you're feeling currently, your mind is thinking of a better future. So there's this belief that you may have in your mind that you know what's best for you, and you know what will happen. And you see the family, there's rainbow, everyone's happy. You have this belief that things can work out. So even if other people in your life don't believe you, and so it looks like either your partner doesn't believe it can work, or other people around you, they have this opinion or this criticism that your relationship is doomed to fail or not going to work, or no, don't get back with that person for some of y'all. And you're like, no, it will work. I see a clear vision. And this is why also in your energy you have the Queen of Swords, which is someone who can see reality for what it is. Like they have this strong sense of what the truth is. So without having emotion cloud their judgment. So this perfectly aligns with your mind. Your mind is like, no, I'm not thinking with my heart. I can see clearly, like this is a reasonable decision or belief that you have. This isn't some fantasy or some, it's not irrational is what I'm trying to say. For what you believe in, you don't feel like it's irrational. You feel like it very much is a possibility in your mind, no matter what other people may say. So we're going to move on to your intentions. We're going to look at your intentions right over here. This is what you want people to see and believe about you based on your actions. 6 of Cups in reverse, Queen of Pentacles, and the Hanged One. Okay. So in your intentions, it does look like you want other people to see and believe that you can push past the past. That whatever happened before will not be repeated. And that you are more than capable of handling your business and establishing a positive and healthy environment, positive and healthy relationship or family. You're more than capable. You're capable of establishing it, maintaining it, okay, for the long run or long term. And this is not something that you're waiting around for the universe to fix. This is something that you know you can do with your own 2 hands. So you want other people to see and believe that things can change in a tangible and visible manner with your own 2 hands. Again, this is not a fantasy for you, is what I see in your intentions. But what do other people perceive of you? What are their opinions? So this represents your inner circle, friends, family, your partner, co-workers, people who can see you on a daily basis. no matter how few of people that may be, or how few of observations that may be. You have the Four of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and the Three of Wands, right? It does look like people see that you're different. You're not the same person as you were a month ago, a year ago. People see a change in you. So they do believe that you're onto something. You're onto something, and you're convincing other people, again, your inner circle, you're convincing them that, okay, maybe this can work. They see some bits and pieces of success already with whatever you're doing. So they see your hard work, they see all that you have achieved, and they're on board. They are on board. But there's a sense of nervousness or hesitation. They just fear the unknown, because you're leaving a place of what is familiar, what's comfortable for them. They're comfortable with how things used to be. So it's going to take them some time to accept the new version of you, or this new dream or goal that you may have, or that you have for yourself, and that you may have for your family or for your partner. It's just going to take them some time, but they definitely see a positive change in you. And I don't see any sort of, there is no negative observation from them that I can see from these cards. We're going to move on to the situation for April and May that we have to talk about according to your loved ones on the other side. You have the Knight of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Seven of Wands in reverse. So it looks like for you, the situation you have to talk about is you being able to fully communicate what it is that you desire without you being too self-defensive on what you believe is true. So if you feel strongly about a certain desire or certain dream or goal that you have in mind, or some type of belief, your loved ones on the other side, they want you to be able to communicate in a way that isn't too self-defensive or too off-putting, to where your voice is too loud that you don't give room to other people to speak or to express themselves. And you may be very valid in wanting to protect your needs and your wants and your dreams and your goals. You're very valid in that, especially if you're up against disagreement constantly from other people, or you're lacking that support. Of course, you feel like maybe you have to defend yourself because nobody else will. But your loved ones on the other side, they're wanting you to address the way that you communicate, because the way that you communicate is not as effective as it should be or can be, and they know that it can be different the way that you speak. Okay, so there's something about you wanting to go against your obligations or going against your responsibilities. You're wanting to be like, you can't tie me down. So some of y'all feel like you can't tie me down, you can't keep telling me what to do. Okay, yes, that's valid, but there's something about, you don't always have to go against your role, your traditional role, or your traditional responsibilities, your traditional obligations. So there's something about, you have to ease into it because you agreed to this to begin with. So there's something. Let's look more into see what the energy you need more of, to see what's going on here. Maybe that can help better explain things than me. So down here represents the energy that you need more of for this situation. You have the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands in reverse. So yes, the energy that you need more of is you investing your energy, your time, your effort, all your focus into creating a new purpose or new role or new dynamic of yourself and with how you are within a relationship. So you're also creating a new role, a new dynamic in a relationship, which also means the other people involved have to be able to also create a new role, a new dynamic of themselves. Does that make sense? Methodically, strategically, map out how you want your new journey in life how it should go, and how do the people in your life fit into this new journey. Because it's good that you want to do something new. Nobody is disagreeing on that. Nobody's saying, no, you have to stay where you are and stay unhappy. It's just people need to understand, what is this new you going to look like? What is this new life is going to look like? What is this new journey going to look like? Almost like you have to hold the hand of the people you care about and help walk them through how things are going to be. Everything has a process, a beginning, middle, and end. It looks like just for you, just for this month, there are no shortcuts. Okay? There's no cheat codes. You can't skip your way in the line of how this should go. It's just one step at a time from the beginning, for yourself and for everyone involved, whoever is affected by your decision making. And I hope that made sense. Now, the energy that you don't need or you need less of, you have the High Priestess and the Ace of Pentacles. So notice you have the High Priestess here, and you have the High Priestess in your mind. And remember, in your mind, you have this belief within you that you know what is to be true. You know what's the right thing to do. You know where you need to go. And no matter what other people, even if other people disagree, right? Interesting enough, your loved ones on the other side want you to do less of the High Priestess. They want you to focus less or leaning too much on your intuition or this belief that you have that you know what is the best thing to do and nobody can tell you differently. So there's something about you being open-minded to the opinions of other people in your life, being open-minded to the dreams or the goals or the ideas of other people in your life, the people that matter. Because your loved ones on the other side, I mean, notice you have the Ace of Pentacles here, right? And you have the Page of Pentacles and the energy you need more of. Meaning, they want you to be more like the Page of Pentacles, which is someone who's just starting their journey. That doesn't mean they have an opportunity or a blessing already ready to go. It's already set in motion. It's accomplished. No, they're still trying to figure things out. So the energy you need it more of is to figure things out, and don't believe you already have your blessing in place or set in motion or opportunity or whatever it is that you're wanting to obtain or achieve, which is why you have to rely on the people that you care about, the people that you actually respect, the people that their opinions matter to you, because they're also in they're sharing life experiences with you. All right, I know that sounded long-winded, but I hope y'all get that. We're gonna move on to the most likely outcome of this situation. So you have the Knight of Wands, the World in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles. So it looks like in the near future, you're not going to be able to have a clear vision on how to get things going for yourself. This new journey that you want to go on, or this new self-transformation that you want to go on, or the changing of the dynamics of your relationship, or your living situation, or how your career is going or not going. You're not going to be able to have that mental clarity needed, or have that full understanding within yourself and with other people in your life. And you may have to rely on the wisdom, the intelligence, the compassion of other people in your life. Whether you recognize other people who are there to support you or not, I can't see that. But I do see that there may be an opportunity coming up in April or May that you're going to have to lean on other people. And I guess it'd be up to you to decide if you're going to do that, right? And nothing is set in stone. You have the power to change anything of what I say. So, and every day changes too. So take this with a grain of salt. Just keep it in the back of your mind, just in case. This is most likely to happen for you. I'm looking at your predictions. Yeah, it looks like the second week of April. Things kind of turn around for you after the second week of April. Not like everything is completely okay for you. There's still a learning curve that you may experience of you having to rely on other people, because yeah, that looks like it may be hard for you to do. To have that patience, to have that trust within you. So it looks like you may have a learning curve, all right? A little difficulty relying on other people, but you still try for the rest of April. And by the first week of May, it looks like would be the final step for you to take to fully embrace the support of other people. We're going to move on to your word of encouragement from your loved ones on the other side. You have the Hermit in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles also in reverse, and the Four of Wands also in reverse. Notice you have the Four of Wands here in your encouragement, and you have the Four of Wands in your heart. So your encouragement is speaking directly to how you're feeling, all right? It doesn't always match up, but just for this reading, it matches, which is kind of nice, right? So your loved ones on the other side, they want to let you know, if you're feeling like you have to have all the answers of how to be a perfect person or a perfect spouse or partner or a parent or the perfect person for your job, if you feel like you have to know how your relationship is going to play out, if it's going to last, or if you're going to separate or get a divorce, your loved ones on the other side want to let you know you're never going to have all the answers. And that's okay. You were never born with all the answers within you inherently. You are not meant to live as this intelligent being who has all the knowledge and the secrets of the universe. That is not what we're meant to do living here on this earth. We are meant to share life experiences and wisdom with other people. Sometimes you're going to have to allow other people into your life and have them influence you to a certain degree. So once you're able to accept other people into your life and all that they bring, their knowledge, their wisdom, their experiences, their opinions, their dreams, their wants, their needs and desires, if you can accept them into your life, then you will gain that inner peace if you were looking for it. And I hope that made sense. If this has helped you in any way, please subscribe if you have not, or just keep on coming back. To all my Aquariuses, take care.